Hey, what's up guys? In this week's video, we're going to be taking it back to basics and we're going to be doing some smartphone product photography shot on the iPhone. I'm going to try to challenge myself and I'm going to set myself some terms for this challenge. Since I have the iPhone XR, I'm going to be sticking to the 26mm focal length on the rear camera of the phone. I'm also only going to be using common household items as well as a tripod to capture some beautiful natural light product photography. Throughout this entire process, I'm going to be editing on Lightroom on my phone. As well, I'm going to be using a new app I just got called Pixeloop. You might have seen some of the photos produced by this app in some Instagram posts. It animates parts of photos that could be seen in motion, which is pretty cool and within this challenge, I'm going to be following 3 themes that I'm going to go with. Number 1 being an environmental product photography shoot. I actually like running a lot. One of the accessories that I really love to use when I'm running is called the flip belt, which essentially just holds your phone, ID, keys, and whatever loose change you might have or want to bring. So I'm going to be finding places around the house to take those photos to showcase its product features and its versatility. The second idea I'm going to be going with is to shoot studio quality photos without actually using a proper studio. I'm going to be using primarily natural light and just like a table and see what types of good photos I can grab from that. And the third theme I'm going to be following is to actually push myself to create something that's animated out of a photo shoot along the lines of stop motion, slow motion, or some sort of animated video. But I recently downloaded the Pixeloop app and I haven't actually tried it before, and looking at all the different features Nlight's photo and video editing suite has to offer, I'm pretty interested to try out what each one of these apps can do. So for the third challenge, I'm going to try to restrain that to only using features of the Pixeloop app. Anyways, the purpose of this challenge is to show that you don't really need a lot of high-end equipment to get some great looking product photography shots if you're using this for a business or you're trying to improve your online presence as a business or a personal brand. I wanted to show you guys that great photo and video is becoming way more accessible to more people, and you can take advantage of that. I'm gonna go off to our first shoot. So setting up my first shot, I put my phone in on a tripod so my shots are more consistent. This makes it easier to adjust my framing when I can't see the screen. However, I attached my earphones so that I can use the buttons there so I don't have to fumble around. I decided to take these photos around golden hour because of the color of the light and how it makes the photo look. Also, I had a shot taken on a console table along with some things you might bring along your run. And took one more photo outside while I was on my run. Really loving that golden light. I'm using natural light to take these like studio photos, so I set up my table against the window. It's important that you choose a southern facing window. Me being in the northern hemisphere, sunlight will always be facing the south side of the building for the best light. I put out some Bristol board paper I had lying around as a backdrop. And to prevent the pencil crayons from moving so much, I put some tape underneath them. For theme 3, I had to play around with the Pixeloop app settings to see what I could do really. So I did some test shots and ended up creating a photo of the TARDIS in space. One thing that I will point out with doing product photography, if you have a fixed focal length camera that is only wide angle like the iPhone I have here, then I will say that it is kind of difficult to shoot some particular types of photos with such a wide angle lens, just because with product photography, sometimes it's just easier to have a more zoomed up or telephoto lens. But given this restriction, it really did get me to be more creative with my composition and more creative with the perspective and angles that I was choosing to use. And my phone having a wide angle camera, it's kind of hard to get that background separation, so I have to be careful with my subject placement to the camera, as well as any distracting elements that are within the background. Now, while relying on natural light can be a little bit inconvenient, it's readily available, which works really well as soft light on an overcast day because the clouds act as a source of diffusion. But if it's a very sunny day with very harsh lighting, then you can either opt to go for a more contrasty look with harsh sunlight on your subject, or you can soften that light using a piece of cloth diffusion, such as like a bed sheet or a t-shirt or some other type of white cloth. Now, I'm very impressed with what the Pixeloop app can actually do. There's a lot of features in that app, even in the free version, that you can do that can help you animate your photos into video and take it up to that next level. And in the pro version, there's even more features to dig into, but I'm not quite ready to make that investment to pay for the app. So I just opted to produce a photo with the free version. I think I might do some videos following up in the future. Let me know if you guys want to see that with Pixeloop and some of the other online creative apps on the App Store. But that pretty much concludes this week's video. I know that these vlogs are less of a day in the life now and more of a project-based type vlog. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback on that because, you know, given the situation, everyone's spending all their time indoors. I don't know if a day in the life would be very entertaining to watch. Anyways, more videos and tutorials on the way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye.